Hello and welcome. Today I am going to explain within 5 minutes 5 different warm-ups that you could use to help your players when arriving at training or on a match day. Right, so number one might sound quite childish, but head, shoulders, knees and toes. Let's think about it. Yes, it still can work even if players are older. So all we have to do to set up is find a line, mark as many cones out as you need. Teams will be in pairs. So if you have 10 participants, you'd need 5 cones along the line. You want the players equally spaced out on either side from the same distance in the middle. So if each player is 2 meters away from the cone, make sure it's the same on both sides. All you're going to do is shout head, ears, knees in random order, and the players have got to point to that part on their body. As soon as you shout cone, the 2 players have got to battle to pick that cone up, and whoever wins gets a point. You can do that as many rounds as you want. It's super competitive, but also really fun, and also great for getting the mind to get working and thinking, and it's great for reaction times. You could also switch it up if you wanted to. If you maybe had an older group, you could do exercises. So you could do star jumps, lunges, cone, and suddenly they have to go for that cone. So that's number one. Number two, I said I was going quick, so here we go. This is the traffic light game. I love this one. It's great for younger kids, I think, but it could work for older as well. So all you need to do is mark out a square with 4 cones. I've also put hoops around. These are going to act as my roundabout, so as players run around, they can go around roundabout and change direction. When I shout red, my players have got to stop as quickly as possible. So they're stopping at the red light. When I shout yellow, they're just jogging around the area. When I shout green, they've got to drive their cars as fast as possible. In other words, sprint as quickly as possible around the track. Once you've done this, you could also then add in a football. This is really, really good. It's super fun, and it also gets the children laughing so much because you can switch it up. You can go green, red as quick as you want, and it's just super fun for them. They absolutely love it. I very much recommend it. Okay, number 3 this is. Yeah, so this is the pirate game. I love the pirate game. This is probably the one I'd recommend the most. So what you do is you have a pile of equipment in the middle. Make sure this is safe equipment. So cones would be really good, or spots if you've got flat cones. So spots, not flat cones. You mark out 4 squares, also known as your treasure chest. Now, if your kids were older, you don't have to explain it like the pirate game. You could just do it as a competition to get the most equipment. That's entirely up to you, but I think it works well for younger ages to turn it into something more fun. So if you've only got 4 players turn up to training, they each have a square, or you could do teams, or you could also do as many squares around the area as you want. So all you do is, if we have 2 at each treasure chest, 1 player would come out, they'd run to the middle, pick up a piece of equipment and bring it back to the treasure chest, high five the friend, then the next player goes. And it's the team with the most equipment in the end wins. Also, you've got to make sure that you're promoting it as treasure. Keep it fun and keep it engaging for the children. So remember, we're not just using pick up the equipment, pick up the treasure. That's really helpful and the children find it really engaging. So you could then add in the football after that if you wanted, get them to dribble. Or even if you wanted to, you can get them to lunge to the middle or high kicks, depending on what type of warm-up you like to do. We've then got, of course, a assault course. You could do this however you want. I've lined up some cones here. You've got to go around, you've got to go in the middle, give them a stretch to do, say 5 lunges. They've then got to go over the hurdles around the cones, run around, over the ladder, around the cones. And yeah, you can set this up however you like. It's super fun and this really gets them working. But only thing I would say with this is it can be quite tiring, but they do love it. So just see, it's depending on your group. And finally, could you consider a match as an arrival activity? This is really good if sometimes you've got players who might turn up really early or really late. You can just introduce them into the game and it's super good for a whole part whole, which I will do another video on. So yeah, I have managed to do it 5 warm-ups in less than 5 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know how it goes and yeah, thank you for watching.